Okay, let me mute everybody here. Okay, let's start laying down on the back.
Hi, Jen.
Hello. Hi, guys. Alrighty. See if I can. Every week, I'm like, how do I do this?
There you go. Now I hear something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think, move forward and speak up because I have to teach in the mask now. So
oh no.
I'm gonna do my best to kind of be louder today. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and start laying down on the back. You can let the arms just rest either beside you or hands can be on the belly. Just gonna mute everyone. Not that I'm not familiar with and don't love dogs barking all the time, because I do. But all right. So laying down on the back, hands can rest on the belly. And start to notice the breath. Now, if you're not in-house today, we have a new mandate where we have to practice in masks. So this is for sure a labor of love to do our yoga practice with the face covered. So letting the breath be really gentle, really soft. Allowing the skin of the forehead to release, to relax, to soften. Releasing and relaxing the jaw. And gently walk the shoulders down and away from the ears. Your neck, a little bit of space. Let the chin soften down towards the chest. And then give the fingers a little wiggle, give the arms a little shake. And let them be heavy. And notice the belly lifting and falling with the breath. And then let the legs have a little shake, give them a little wiggle. And then let the legs get heavy and relax. And then check in with our intention for our practice today. Check in with what we need from our practice today. Right? So, you know, if our kind of need is to find a little bit more strength, then we want to set the intention to work a little bit harder. If we need a little bit more softness or ease in our practice, right, then we set the intention to be a little bit more gentle with ourselves. And then just doing our best to honor that as we move and we breathe. Here, let's slowly reach the arms up and overhead. Take a nice big full body stretch. Reach the legs out long. And as we exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Give the legs a nice little squeeze in towards the body. And then a little rock from side to side. So checking in with how the lower abdomen is feeling, how the low back is feeling. And then keep the legs together. Just make some small circles with the legs together. And then circling in the other direction. And keeping the hands on the knees. As you inhale, extend the elbows, so extend the arms, rock side to side at a bit of a quicker pace. And then as you exhale, draw the knees in, bend the elbows, back and forth. Inhale, reach it out. And exhale back in. Right, collecting information here. Maybe our low back is letting us know that it's a little bit tender today. Maybe it feels good, so just checking in there. A little rock back and forth. And then one hand on each knee still. We're going to circle the legs around. Drop the knees away from one another. Circle them away from the body. Bring them back together, in and up. And then in the other direction, reverse. Good. And set the feet down onto the floor, starting with a gentle twist. Shift the hips over to the right side of the mat. Allow the left leg to stretch out long. Hug the right knee into the chest. Breathe in. And exhale, twist. All right, find the space across the upper back, across the collarbone. Pause here. If it feels okay in the neck, our head can turn over to the right. If that doesn't feel great, head can stay centered. Good. Slowly come back to the middle. Shift the hips over to the left side of the mat. Let the right leg stretch out long. Hug the left knee in. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale, twist. Again, find the space across the upper back, across the collarbones. And pause here. Keep that length in the breath, especially as we start to twist and move the shape of the body. All right, finding that long breath in and out. Slowly come back to center. Right, setting our feet back down onto the floor. And from here, keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Right, and then spread the toes wide. Gently press the feet down. Feel the frontal hip bones lift. The low back will lengthen. From here, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Take the hands to the tops of the thighs so the heels of the hands gently rest right by the frontal hip bones. And then just give the thighs a little press away from the body. Take a breath in. And then as we exhale, hug the left thigh in towards the chest. Now here, give a little rock from side to side. So we notice when we lean over to the right, a little bit of less tension in that right hip. When we lean to the left, a little bit more intensity. We want to work from a place where our left thigh is roughly lined up with our left shoulder, and we feel, a fair amount of intensity in that right hip. Okay? Draw the toes back towards the shins. Breathe here. Long inhale. Long exhale. Good. From here, extend the left leg up towards the sky. Point the toes up. And then circle the left ankle around a couple of times. And then circle it in the other direction. And then point and flex the foot a couple of times. And then spread the toes out wide on the left foot. And then scrunch them together. And spread and scrunch a few times. And then relax that foot. Rebend the knee. Pause here. Hug that left thigh in towards the chest. And breathe here. Soften the shoulders down. All right, relax again. The skin of the forehead, beside the eyes, face is soft. Last breath. Release the hands from behind the left leg. And then we'll switch sides. Take the right foot down to the floor, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Right. And then again, just take the hands to the top of the thighs where the heel of the hand just goes right across the hip bone. Give the thighs a little press away. Take a breath in. And exhale, hug that right thigh in towards the chest. Interlace the hands behind the leg. Again, give a little rock from side to side. Check in with your left hip. And then finding a place you can work from where there is some intensity in that left hip, right? But we can still keep that flow of breath. Right, draw the toes back towards the shins. Give a little squeeze of that right thigh towards the right shoulder. And then inhale and reach the right leg up towards the sky. And then circle the ankle around. One side may feel quite a bit different than the other. Right? Circle it in the other direction. And then point and flex the foot a couple of times. And then spread and scrunch the toes a couple of times. Good. And then relax the foot, rebend the knee, squeeze the leg in towards the chest a little bit more. And then slowly release the right foot down to the floor. The left foot down to the floor. And then just kind of swish the knees from side to side a couple of times. Good. All right, from here, take your knees so they're just above the hips, shins parallel with the floor. Give a little flex to the feet. Let's take our arms out into a T. You can let the palms face down. Trying to keep this alignment of this little kind of like chair shape with the legs. So knees over hips, shins parallel with the floor, flex the feet. Kind of send that intention there where the inner thighs are moving forward and the outer edges of your feet are gently drawing back. Take a breath in, engage the belly. Exhale, gently drop the legs over to the left. Use the breath, use the core, take the knees, the legs back to center. Exhale, legs over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Right, exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Trying to keep the shoulders on the floor. This time extend the legs up towards the sky. Reach through the heels. Breathe in. Exhale, drop both legs over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Use the core again. Try to keep the shoulders on the ground. Exhale, legs drop over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, legs over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, legs over to the right. Right, back to center. From here, pause. Keep the heels over the hips, flex the feet. You can either keep the arms out to the side or hold on to the sides of the mat. Take a breath in at the top. And then exhale, just let that right leg slowly come down, hover above the floor. Use the exhale, breathe in at the bottom. Exhale, right leg back up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, left leg comes down towards the floor, hovered above the ground as it gets there. Breathe in. Exhale, left leg back up. Repeat that. Inhale at the top. Exhale, right leg lowers. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, leg back up. Again, inhale. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, left leg up. We're just gonna quicken the pace a little bit, right? Whatever breath works for you, and we're gonna swap the legs out. So we're gonna drop the right leg down, and then we're gonna switch. So we kind of want to cross the legs at halfway. So just kind of like a little, it's kind of like a giant flutter kick. So as the right leg moves up, the left leg moves down. We want them to kind of cross right at the middle there. No set amount of repetitions that you have to do. So both legs are moving at the same time, right? If this is a lot, you're gonna hold on to the sides of the mat. If you're the kind of person that loves core work, you can take the hands behind the head, little basket weave of the hands, and lift the shoulders and the head off the floor, right? Keep reaching through the heels, right? Long legs, strong belly, right? Just a few more like this. Good, last one. Hug the knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. And then take a nice big full body stretch. Reach the arms up and overhead. Once again, reach the legs out long. Stretch that lower abdominal area, the low belly. And then from here, once again, take the feet back down to the floor. Take the right arm up and overhead. Gently roll to your right side. And then let's press ourselves up into a seated position. So you can cross the shins at the center if that's comfortable. If there's another seated position that's more comfortable for your hips or your knees or your ankles, you can take that. Let's inhale, sweep the arms out and up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down through the heart. Two more like that. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands down through the heart. Good. One more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's add a twist from here. Inhale, reach out and up, breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, twist over to the right. Let the fingertips find the floor behind you. Use this front hand on the outer knee or thigh to turn. Inhale, get a little bit taller. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, sweep out and up again. Breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, get longer. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, breathe in. And exhale, hands down through the heart space once again. Let's switch the cross of the legs. Take the opposite shin in front or ankle in front or whatever works best here. All right. Let the chin drop down towards the chest. Right, and then little semicircle with the head back and forth. So just dropping one ear over to the shoulder, and then chin back through center, and over to the other side. And just do that a couple of times. Don't overthink it. If there's a spot that's like particularly sticky or uncomfortable, you kind of pause there, add a little bit of stretch. And after a few little turns back and forth, and being really mindful here. If it feels okay in the neck, maybe taking a full circle around of the head. So letting the head drop back, over to the side, and then back down. So circling the head all the way around in one direction. And then switching or rotation over to the other side. And then coming back to center. Good. Interlace the fingers in front of the chest. Move the interlace of the hands forward. Reach the heels of the hands away from the body. So it's like the thumbs are moving forward. The pinky edge side of the palm is drawing back towards you, and firm the upper arms towards one another. Gently soften the shoulder heads back. As we inhale, keep the belly strong. Reach the arms up. And as we exhale, round it out. So hands just come to about shoulder height. Let's do that 4 more times. Kind of like a cat-cow. Kind of. Inhale, reach the arms up. Get long. Exhale, round it out. A couple more like that. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, round. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Good. Inhale, all the way up, release the hands. And let the arms come down by the sides. All right, from here, let's take our feet into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Right, have a nice little diamond shape with the legs. Give yourself a little bit of space here because I want to be able to move around. So if the heels are too close, we'll get in our own way. So give yourself a little bit of room here. Okay, okay. Inhale, reach the arms out and up once again. As we exhale, let the right hand come down to the floor. Spread the fingers wide. Reach the left arm up and then over to the side. From here, reach that arm forward. We're going to move the whole chest across where the feet are and switch to the other side. Right, left hand finds the floor, right arm reaches up, 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 and then over. And we're going to do this a couple of times. Reach that right arm out in front of you, get long. Swap it out. You can be really dramatic with this movement, right? You really want to feel this through the sides of the waist, through our lats, over to the other side. Reach it forward. And last one. Come all the way up through center, reach the arms up, and then exhale, hinge at the hips, let the fingertips come forward. Stay on the fingertips here, our little like cupcake hands. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it down. 2 more like that. Inhale, get longer reach, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, fold it. Good. Slowly walk the hands back. All right, help the knees up. Use the hands on either side of the knees. Come onto our hands and knees here, tabletop pose. And hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then from here, actually, you know what, let's move the hands forward just a little bit. Let's just circle the hips around. So we can shift them forward, over to the right, back towards the heels, and then over to the left. So like, we're just trying to move this prana, this chi, this energy in the body around, right? Nothing helps that more than moving, gently flowing. All right, gently keep a nice long pace in the breath. Don't worry, that's just my knee. That makes it a terrible sound. And then over to the other side. And then come back to center. So just on our hands and knees, let's do a little stretch for our wrists. So from our hands and knees, we're gonna turn the hands around. So the thumbs point to the sides of the room and the fingertips point back towards your shins or your knees. And then from here, you can give a little lean back. It doesn't have to be very big or dramatic, but you're gonna try to keep the wrist to the heel of the hand pressing down. So big stretch all through these little muscles and tendons here, right? Breathe into the wrist, into the elbow, into all that connective tissue there. And then back to center, flip the hands back around so the fingertips are pointing forward. This one we're gonna do one hand at a time. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's pretty necessary for this practice, I think. We're gonna flip one hand so the top of the hand is on the floor. Yes. And then you can kind of use this other hand to determine how much pressure you want to put on the hand that's upside down. And then again, a little lean back. And if it's uncomfortable in the tendons in the hand and the wrist, then we're doing it right.
And you never really feel your wrists or toes.
No.
So we stretch in class.
Yeah, and we ask so much of these parts of our body, right? Breathe. Good, and then we'll switch over to the other side, flip the other hand over, so just swap it out. Breathe. If you can lean back, cool. If you can't, that's also fine. So just be gentle with yourself, right? You know your limits. Your body will tell you.
Can't see our faces, Curtis.
Exactly. I can't tell if you hate it with the masks on. I mean, I can feel it, so I know. There's some more solidarity now that I do the practice with you. All right, flip the hand over. And then just come back onto the shins for a second. Roll the hands out. Okay. And then roll it in the other direction. And then just give them a little shake. All right, let's find our way into our downward facing dog. So walking the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, spread our fingers wide, curl the toes under, and then lift the hips up and back. And then pedal the heels a few times, bend the right knee, and the left knee, and just swap it out. All right, so this is stretching the bottoms of our feet, our toes, our calf muscles. These places are all directly connected to one another. So So if we've got these really tight calf muscles, it's going to impact the health of the feet. Come high onto the balls of the feet. Give a generous bend to your knees. Lift the hips up higher. Press the ground away. Feel the inner thighs gently turning back. Let your heels gently sink down towards the floor. Just come in and out of plank a few times. Inhale. You can even round the back as you find your way forward. And then slowly inhale. Lengthen the spine. As you exhale, slowly lift the hips up and back. So not in a rush, right? Inhale forward, maybe finding cat on your way there. A little bit round in the upper back and then lengthen straight in the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do 3 more like that. Inhale forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Last one, inhale forward. Exhale, downward. And pause here, spread the fingers wide. Press down a little bit more into the base of the index and thumb. Feel the upper inner arms turning up. Shoulders soften down. Breathe. Then inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, take a little walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Gently press the feet down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Half sun salute. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold it in Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine, heart forward. Fingertips can be on the floor or the shins. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, sweep the arms out. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach out and up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Find a little bit more weight in the front part of the foot so we're not all the way in the heel. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up, press the feet down, reach up, grow tall, inner thighs gently turning back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's add on from here. Inhale, reach out and up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Keep the length in the spine here. Plant the hands. We'll step the feet back. Plank pose. Knees can be up or down, right? If it's better for your shoulders to take the knees down, tops of the feet press down into the floor. Inhale, heart shifts forward. Keep the belly strong. Exhale, lower. Elbows move to the back of the room as we find our belly on the ground. Good. When you look back at your arms, wrists underneath the elbows, right? Press down into the tops of the feet. Feel the outer ankles firm in, your knees are picking up off the floor, your thighs are engaged. Roll the shoulders down, firm the upper arms to the sides of the waist and lift the chest up. All right, maybe just coming to about the low ribs. Breathe. Keep a nice long neck. Right, it's like the heels of the hands are dragging back. The chest can move forward a little bit more. One more breath. And exhale, release. Curl our toes under. Firm the upper arms in. Press yourself back up through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Fingers spread wide. And again, biceps turning up, softening the ribs in a little bit as we lift the hips up and back. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half. Lengthen the spine, heart forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, sweep the arms out. Exhale, hands to the heart. Sun salutation A. Sweep the arms out and up. Feet can be together or hips with distance. Exhale, fold it in. Fingertips can find the shins or the floor. Drop the head down, maybe bend the knees a little. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back, plank pose. Okay. Knees up or down. Inhale to rock the chest forward. Strong thighs, strong belly. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale over the toes, upward facing dog or cobra. Okay. Widen across the chest. Exhale from the low belly, lift the hips up and back down. 5 breaths here. Okay. When your shoulders become fatigued, take the knees down to the floor. 3. Two more breaths. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, step or hop forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more like that. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, half. All right, from here again, plant the hands, step the feet back, plank pose. Knees up or down. Inhale, rock the chest forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, over the toes, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down 5 breaths. Last one. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, breathe in, grow tall. Then exhale, hands to the heart. All right, so we're gonna step wide on the mat. In-house, we're gonna turn towards Chatsworth. We're gonna make our way into a wide leg stance. Okay, come into some external poses here. So when you take the arms out into a T, it's a nice way to measure wrists just above the ankles or the feet. Let's take the hands to the hips. So your fingertips are on these little frontal hip bones. Feel that gentle subtle lift, right? We're not trying to tuck the tailbone, but just find a little bit of lift in the low belly here. Bend the right knee, pick the right heel up, and turn your right toes away from the body to the right. Right toes to the right. Pick the back heel up, and then left heel back. Got it. Now draw that right hip back a little bit. Lift the hip bone, and then you're going to turn your chest again towards chest. Take the arms into a T. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. You know it. It's just unfamiliar this way. Soften the shoulders down. Maybe you can bend the right knee a little bit deeper. Feel that right front hip lift up off the thigh, and then press the left thigh back to counteract all this movement in the right hip. Good. Legs are strong. Shoulders, arms are strong. Breathe here. Bend the right knee a little bit deeper. Good. Lift the right palm, reach it up and back, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Reach the right arm forward to front of the room. Take the right forearm to the right thigh. Reach the left arm up and overhead. So this left upper arm just kind of frames the left ear. Pinky edge side of the left hand is down. And we're light on this right forearm, right? We're not like crushing our thigh bone here. We can lift it up if we needed to. And then reach and anchor through that back left heel. Reach through the left fingertips. Like a nice little neat line from the left heel through those fingertips. And then start to turn the chest up a little bit. Maybe the gaze can move past the hand. Breathe here. Last one. Use the inhale, come back up, reverse. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Take the hands to the hips. And then turn the right toes back to center. Good. Pick the left heel up and the knee, turn the left toes away from the body. Right heel up, reach it back. So lining up front heel to back arch. Keep the hands on the hips, feel that left hip lift up, shift back, and then bend the left knee. So trying to line up that left knee with the second and third toe, and then press the right thigh back. Inhale, arms into a T, warrior two. Right. Chest is still turning towards the street. Left hip is hugging in and under, right thigh is pressing back. And then there's this little energetic movement from the inner left thigh, like it's getting longer. And breathe. Flip the left palm, reach the arm up and back, reverse warrior, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. From here, reach the left arm forward, get long, and then left forearm to the left thigh, reach the right arm up, and then overhead. Okay. So again, left arm is light. This means our thighs and our belly have to work, our legs, our glutes, the whole lower part of the body has to work so we can keep this left arm light. And then anchor, reach through that right heel, right leg, and then again, pinky edge side of that right palm turning down. So nice neat line, right? Then from here, we can start to turn the chest up. Breathe. Two more breaths. Good. Inhale, up and back, reverse. Warrior two. Hands to the hips, straighten that left knee. Turn the toes in once again. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take the hands to the hips from here. Widen across the collarbone. Shoulder blades firm into the upper back. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold. Let the hands find the floor. Right? Keep the hands about shoulder width distance apart. Start to walk the hands back in line with the elbows bend back. Crown of the head seeks the floor. Firm the outer ankles in, firm the outer hips in. Big hinge at the hips. Breathe here. Last breath. Inhale, come up. From here, hands to the hips, firm the upper arms in behind the back, come all the way up to stand. Good. Step the feet together. And then make your way to the top of the mat once again. Okay, from here, tree pose. So if you need something to help you balance, you can use a wall or a post or something to help you. Take our hands to the hips. And start with the feet pretty close together. Okay. From here, and the right knee. Externally rotate the right leg. So knee opens out to the side. Now firm this outer hip in, right? Like you're zipping it up. And then take that right foot to the lower leg or above the knee to the inner thigh. Find your little spot to focus on, your drishti. Right, belly is strong, breath is gentle. Take the hands to the chest. Good. So our chin is about level with the floor, our gaze is soft. Relax the shoulders. Crown of the head is lifting. Breathe here. Two more. And slowly release the hands. Take the knee forward, set the foot down onto the floor. Take the hands to the hips, moving on to the second side. Bend the left knee. Externally rotate the left leg. Right? Turn the knee out to the side. And then right hip, we gotta zip that up and in. Okay? Take the foot to the lower leg. Find your little spot to focus on. Maybe the foot can find its way above the knee today. Okay? If not, it's gonna stay happy down there. That's good. Take the hands to the heart. Anjali Mudra in Vrikshasana. Breathe. Two more breaths. Release the hands with control. Slowly release the foot down to the floor. Good. Give a little shake of the foot out. Okay, find our way back to the top of the mat if we're not already there. Take the feet about hips width distance apart. Some of you will find the toes together, heels a little sliver of space apart. But from here, start to shift the weight into the heels of the feet. Bend the knees to sweep the arms forward and up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Big breath in here. Exhale, fold it in Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Vinyasa, however it's comfortable. Knees down, step back, maybe hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale over the toes, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg up to the height of the hip. As you exhale, hug the right knee towards the chest, step the right foot by the right thumb. Good. From here, keep the left hand on the floor. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Find the twist. So right knee over right ankle, right hip firming in, inner left thigh turning up, and then heart turning to the sky. If it feels okay in the neck, your head can turn up past the right fingertips and stay centered if that's better for you. Breathe here. Can the legs get a little bit longer? We bend this right knee a little bit more, reach the left thigh up a little bit more, breathe in. Long exhale. One more breath. Good, right hand down to the floor. Drop your left knee down, so back knee down to the ground. Keep the left toes curled under. Shift the hips back until they're over that left knee, and then reach the right heel forward, straighten the leg. Inhale, get long. Firm the right hip in and exhale. A little bit of a fold here. Ardha Hanumanasana. 5 breaths. You can spread the toes wide. Try that out. Inner thighs like they're scissoring, drawing towards one another. Spine gets longer. Inhale. Good. Slowly shift it forward. From here, keep the fingertips on the floor. Lift that back knee up. Firm the right hip in. Inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. Low belly lift, so we're off that thigh. Then the right knee a little bit deeper, breathe in. Right, feel this lift in the upper body occur from your shoulder blades, from the upper back. Breathe in. Long exhale. 2 more breaths here. With the exhale, let the hands find the floor, frame that right foot, step it back, plank. Vinyasa or down dog from here. Exhale down. I have to turn myself around. Then inhale, float the left leg up to the height of the hip. As we exhale, draw the left knee in, step it between the hands. All right, step it over by that left thumb, give yourself some space. Take the right hand down to the floor. Inhale, left arm up. Find the twist. Good. So this deep bend in the left knee, and then firm that left hip back and in, like that left thigh bone, yes, is hugging deeper into the hip socket. And then strong through that back right leg. Right, press down into the right hand until it feels lighter. And turn the chest back. Left hand down to the floor. Drop the back knee to the earth. Keep your right toes curled under. Start to shift the hips back until right over that right knee. And then reach the left leg forward. Straighten the knees, spread the toes wide, press down into that heel. Get a little bit longer. Exhale. Tiny fold. Breathe into the back of that left leg. One more breath. Inhale, shift forward. Good. Keep those right toes curled under, fingertips on the floor, lift the right knee up. Now firm the left hip in, anchor through the back leg, inhale, sweep it up, crescent lunge. Yes. Good. Left hip back, right hip forward. Feel the low belly lift up. Strong through that back leg, reach. And a little bit deeper in that front leg, lift a little bit higher in the upper body, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor, flow, or down dog from here. Exhale, up and back. Good. Take the knees down to the floor. Let's take it into a child's pose from here. Toes together, knees wide, and sink the hips back. And slowly start to make your way back up. Let's take a couple, let's do a little seated twist and forward fold from here. So we'll take the legs out long in front of us. Okay, and then from here, go ahead and bend the right knee, help it up. And then step the right foot over the left thigh. And then from here, you know, if you find it's better for you to keep this leg out stretched long, or if you're really kind of tipping over to one side, keep it out long. Some of you may be happy bending that bottom knee and tucking it in, the foot in and under, right? Good. From here, start to turn towards this right leg. Let that right hand just kind of creep behind you. Use the left hand on the left near thigh to help turn. And then drop that outer right hip down a little bit. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you want to reach this front arm up. So left arm reaches up. And then exhale to cross it over. Forearm to the outside. Or sorry, upper outer arm to the outside of the thigh. Breathe here. Slowly release. Okay, gently come back to center. Take this bottom leg, stretch it out long. We're gonna take our right foot, take it over, and then to the inside of the left thigh. Good. All right. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, little twist over to the straight leg, and then exhale, fold down into your Shavasana. 5 breaths here. Slowly press yourself back up. Good. Help this right knee up. Extend it out long. Give the legs a little shake before we switch to the other side. Good. And then help the left knee up. Bend it. Step it over the thigh. Again, maybe we keep the bottom leg stretched out long if that's better for you. Some of you maybe want to bend the knee and tuck that foot in underneath. Okay. Now let these left fingertips just walk behind you. Use the right hand on this outer leg to just gently help you turn as you exhale. And maybe you stay here, right? Maybe you just hug the knee. It's all the same if you'd like. And if it works in your body, you can take this right arm up and exhale. Twist a little bit deeper by hooking that upper arm to the outside of the thigh. Breathe. Slowly start to unwind. Take the bottom leg out if it isn't already. Step this left foot over and then take it to the inside of the thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, a little turn towards the straight leg and then fold. One more breath. Slowly start to press yourself up. And then let's revisit you can let the legs come out and give them a shake. Revisit our Baddha Konasana from the beginning of class. We'll take the yin version here where you can just kind of let the back round and just kind of spill over the legs. So soles of the feet together, knees wide, little diamond shape with the legs. Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Here, slowly start to make your way up. And help the knees together. And then we're gonna slowly roll ourselves all the way down onto the back. Okay. Use the belly. And then we'll find our way all the way down. Give the knees a little squeeze in towards the chest. Give a little hug. And then we'll find that same twist from the beginning of class. So set the feet down onto the floor. Move the hips over to the right. Left leg out long, hug the right knee in. Exhale, twist. Slowly come back to center. Shift the hips over to the left. Right leg out long, hug left knee in, breathe in. Exhale. Slowly come back to center. Shift the hips back to the middle of the mat. Take a happy baby pose from here. Little rock from side to side. And then squeeze the knees into the chest. Roll yourself into a little ball up and asana. And then release. Shavasana. Gently keeping the flow of the breath. Give a little wiggle to your fingers and toes. You inhale, reach the arms up and over. As you exhale, gently draw the knees in towards the chest. And take the right arm up and overhead, gently roll to your right side. And then slow, press yourself up. Make your way into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, feel the chest lift. Exhale, gently bow the head. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Good night. Good work, everyone.
The mask is a challenge.
The mask is a challenge. Hang on, I gotta unmute my friends here. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Thanks, Jen.
I'm going to have a sub on Monday. I don't know who it's going to be yet. I'm going to bring my cat to visit my father-in-law. It's complicated. But anyway, he's been alone in Big Bear in his cabin for like 5 months. So I'm going to bring my cat to go visit him. Anyway, I'll have a sub on Monday. Well, he can't stay with him because he has like chemo that he has to go to. But he's gonna visit him, so we're gonna take him out. Anyway, I'll have a sub on Monday, but I'll be back on Wednesday. So.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Nice to see you all. Bye.